Hello, I am back, and I am making on live. For those that didn't watch, or I made little agate like stone, or what I'm calling kind of agate abstract thing. So I'm going to make some more of those, and we're just going to play. We're having fun tonight. This is limeade, alcohol ink, the Rangers. I held that up and I dropped out 5, and I'm just going to take and spread it a little bit. And if it doesn't want to break through there, yeah, that's what we're doing. See? There we go. Just want to make it sort of a abstract shape. If it doesn't do it on its own, I'm going to help it. And in between, I'm going to let each one of those dry. I'm currently fixing dinner, so I want to get a few of these done. Hopefully I can get them done before the timer goes off. If not, I'll pause you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. 6 on that. Oh, well, that's got 7. That was wild plum. And we're just going to get this ink here to incorporate those dots that splattered everywhere. Don't make a mess too much. And what color shall I use for this one? Let's do a blue. Oh, we're going to use indigo. The reason I'm going to use indigo, and we're moving these over so for the splatters, I'm lucky I didn't have that problem with the other one. It doesn't splatter on the other. This is really dark. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure why. I forget what. Maybe I had a little bit of alcohol sitting on those others. On that one, first one I did. I'm spreading this one out a little bit more. On the one I did earlier, it just started creeping and spreading on its own, but this one, because I want the blue to be a little more obvious that it's blue, not this intense, because it's going to get intense when I do the other anyway. There we go. I'm going to let that dry. And let's see how the others are dry. This green one is dry yet. Yep, it's dry. So, the next thing I did is I'm going to start my ring effect. So we're just going to start dropping alcohol right in the center, or sort of center, because obviously it didn't go in the center there. And when it gets about the point I want it to stop, I'm going to start blowing on it gently. Now, because I don't want my colors to interact, I'm going to try to get a section of white, of the tile pretty white, by dripping more alcohol here in the middle. And it'll give the second shade of green. Here we go. And I can kind of see, this is still, whoops, wrong one. This is still wet around here, and you can see by dropping it there, it's dropped a little thing of white, made it clear white there. And I still have a little bit of green here. But that's okay, it won't hurt, because we're going to use another shade of something here. Yeah, we're going to use turquoise next. And this time I'm not going to drop it from as high up. And there we go. And I'm only going to put a couple drops in at first. And I'm just going to encourage it to spread a little more. Like I said, I want it to be organic, but when it doesn't want to spread, like this isn't tonight, I'm going to let that one dry. Back over here to this one. And one. Look at that. Two. 3, 4. Should be fine, I think. And what I'm going to be doing with these, that's got little, that's okay, is I'll probably be selling them as little, like make them available on easels, or, you know, people can use them little paperweights. I don't know if I'm going to make them a magnet or not. Okay, I've got that nice lighter magenta there. We're going to try and get some more completely clear area here. There we go. So now the color I want to put in there. What do I want to put in that one? I could do flamingo, but that's pretty light for the first one. I don't think I want amethyst because that's kind of dark. But we're going to put amethyst because I can lighten it. We're just not going to put as much in it. 1 drop to start. There we go. That's just 2, and I'm going to spread. If I need, I'll add more. And here we go. I'm hoping, I just now realize that the TV's been on through my live earlier and through this. There we go. So that one's dried over. I can tell it's kind of got a, there we go. See how, there you go. That's, I know it's dried. So now we're going to, ooh, did I knock it over? No. Had the lid on it. We're going to put drops in the middle. And because this is such an intense color, it's highly pigmented, it's going to take quite a bit of work for me to get it to spread out. And I'm probably going to have to help it some. Yeah, here we go. There we go. It's beginning to. There's the, that blue is what I really would love to have be the entire edge. And put another drop of alcohol over here. And then I'll work it. There we go. Gotta let that dry now. This one's ready for the next color. And again, I'm just going to drip in the middle. I put another drop or two here in the middle. There we go. And we're to this one. And we're going to let this drop again. I'm blowing on it simply to let it dry in between. There we go. Let that one dry. And if you'll look at this one, look at that. I'm going to try and keep some of that more obvious. As you can tell, this one's going to work different because of the ink. This indigo was just like uber pigmented. Which means it's stuck underneath here. And because I'm having difficulty with this, we're going to try something different, but I don't know what I did with it. Where's my Q-tip? Did I not get my Q-tips in here? There it is. I'm not worried about it. It has a lot of the color in the middle of it. It's fine. Okay, now we're going to drop, now that I got that cleared out, a little more. Because like I said, it had a tremendous amount of pigment in it. I have to get some more Q-tips in here. Okay. Let's take this. Clean off the edge here in a minute. But that's okay. That's easy enough to do. And I will pause you so I can go pull food out of the oven. Okay, I'm back. I got a few more minutes. It wasn't quite done. All I'm doing is picking up some of the ink from this as I wet it, because there is tons of ink here. And as you saw, I used less ink with this one than I did with the others, and look at that pigment. I'm gonna let that one dry a little more. Get a little more permanently dry. Okay, so I've got the amethyst, I've got the wild berry, I think it was. I forget what color I put in the middle. And now we're going to go with orange. But we're only going to put a little drop, and this is Valencia this time. And I'm going to spread it. Shoot. There we go. I'll let that one dry. Go into this one. And we're going to use sailboat blue in the middle of this one. I left the dogs outside. Oh well. And that's just one drop of that. And I'm spreading it. One thing I have noticed with the Ranger ink is their tops aren't as consistent with putting out how much it puts out. And I think some of that has to do probably with the pigment texture of the ink. Okay, so that one's done. Now I'm going to work on this one. To do that, I'm just going to come in here. Let me get the bigger, one of the bit larger ball daubers. Let's put my purple twilight back over there. Here we go. Yeah. And I'm going to dip it in some alcohol, and I'm just going to start applying it from the top, this, and I'm just going to start taking it out like that. This one's going to be a little different. I can tell it's not going to be quite as unique, probably. Well, I shouldn't say quite as unique. It's going to be unique. Let's do patina. This is sort of a bottle green color. Now it's decided it wants to spread on its own. There we go. And we're going to let that dry. I like patina. It's really a different color. It's not quite turquoise. It's Coke bottle green. Now, you can see I've got something on the edge of that, didn't I? We'll take care of it though. There we go. Now, I'm going to drip a couple drops again, or one drop at a time, in the middle of the orange I put in here. There we go. And we're going to do that similar thing here. And bring it down this way. And now I have the dogs one in. They can wait a minute. Well, we let that spread. I'll let the four-legged furry things in. that one did perfect while I was gone. Okay, what I'm going to do is to take a little bit there. We're going to drop another drop of alcohol in the middle. Here we go. Back over here, we're going to drop another drop in here. Let it spread. And we're going to do that here, but this time this is a step or two behind. I'm going to refill my syringe. There we go. I wanted to get totally clean. This one you can tell I probably had to play with a little more, but that's okay. Keep getting on this one. Get off there. Almost done with these. In the middle of this, which will probably turn a little green, will be the yellow, but that's okay. This is sunshine yellow. It's going to pick up some of that blue from the edge and turn green a little bit. That one, and we're going to make this one yellow too in the middle. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of that color. The reason being, I want it to look a little more yellow on that one. Gold over there, a little goldy yellow is a little more okay over there, but there we go. Picking up just a tad of the color. This one, got to figure out what color. We're going to go with a contrasting color in the middle of this one, I think. But we're going to go flamingo. We're going to go pink. No, we're not going to go pink. What are we going to do in there? Maybe some limeade. Yeah, limeade. With my utmost favorite gold is the Piñata. And this one, we're going to put the green in, just a tiny drop. And then to get a small amount of the gold, I'm going to do the thing similar to what I did before. Actually, I didn't shake that well enough, I can tell. There we go. You have to hear that bead start to break apart. And we're just going to put a drop of on here. And I'm going to put it right in the middle. And we're going to bring this around. And another drop because I love what it does. Come on. It sort of dances if you can't see it. I'll show you what it's doing on this in just a minute. I think I got another one of these coming because I just love the gold so much. I said it's my utmost. I don't, see it dances. And it's continuing to dance in here with the There we go. So, I have 3 more quote-unquote agates. Those are fun. I really like those. Won't be using indigo a lot, as you can tell why. Took a lot of work with it. Got another thing I may try with it, but not as the main color. But it did turn out kind of cool. See, there you go. So, I'll be back again later making more fun, different things. I want you to hopefully have a good day, night, evening, whatever time you're watching this. I will be back again later. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of what I do, you can click the subscribe button and a bell will come up. Dinner's done. And you can get notifications. But at this point, I'm going to say I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.